Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily go-getterism number 609 for June 3rd, 2016. Tonight, y'all gonna have to excuse me because I'm gonna be a little vulgar at times. Because tonight we're talking about the difference between knowing when to speak and when to shut the fuck up. And I don't mean shut up, I don't mean be quiet, I don't mean hush, I don't mean shh. You know? I don't mean calm it down, tone it down. No. There are times in our lives when we really just have to shut the fuck up. Because sometimes our emotions take over our mouthpiece. And not all of us know how to control that mouthpiece. Because we don't know how to control our emotions. If you don't know how to keep your emotions in check, then you're not going to know how to check your expressions of your emotions. Now, when people say check their emotions, they normally, I'm not going to say normally, but I'm going to say, from my experience, they think negatively. So they think that checking your emotions means that you're not saying something that you want to say. But that's not really what it means. What it really means is not allowing your emotions to govern your actions to the point where your emotions and your actions spiral out of control and you cause more problems for yourself than you intended to. That's how you check yourself. That's how you keep your emotions in check. It doesn't mean that when you love somebody you don't say that you love them or that you don't express that love. That's a form of checking yourself too. But really that's limiting yourself. And when you check your emotions, that's, think about what it means to check something. It means to investigate it. It means to take a good look at it. Another synonym for it, it means to check it. In other words, make sure that it's okay. A check or check plus is equivalent to an A or A plus. So when you make sure that your emotions are good, you've checked it. When you make sure that your actions are good, you've checked it. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing to be ashamed of. So we have to stop thinking so negatively all the time, number one. And number two, we have to stop thinking only in terms of boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse. We do that too much. Not everything has to do with things that are romantically involved. You know what I mean? There's more to life than that. Not saying that that's not an important part of life, but there is more to life than, who's doing who or, falling in love and hoping for the best. Not that those things aren't good, because they are. But, we also have other business that we have to tend to that makes the love that we search for, find, and express good. So like when you're at work, that's a good time to learn when to shut the fuck up. You can't front on that. Even if you are the owner, the CEO, CFO, whatever, you still have to be able to work with people. And you can't always be brutally honest just because you hold the cards. Because that's an abuse of power. So you have to make sure that people like you and respect you, because that will make them do a better job for you. Even if you're not paying them sufficiently. But at least you have that on your side. It's a lot easier to get people who like you to do things for you. Why do you think we have friends? And you'll lose more and more friends if you abuse your friends. Like if you keep being the kind of friend that tells your friends about themselves. Some people take real honor in that. I told such and such about themselves. Y'all still cool? Nah, they just mad because blah, blah, blah. They ain't want to hear this, what I had to say and all of that. But you never ask yourself, did you have to say it? You never ask yourself, was it going to hurt somebody's feelings? You never ask yourself, do I really have to say this, or should I shut the fuck up? And those are times that we have to ask ourselves these kind of questions. Hope y'all pardoning me on this. One of the places that we really learn to shut the fuck up is in the legal system. When we have to go back and forth to court because we are the defendant in a case. And I don't care if it's a civil case or a criminal case, you know that your mouth will get you in all sorts of trouble from the time that you have been arrested all the way into the time of sentencing. And if you've been mouthing off the whole time from the arrest all the way to sentencing, you can best believe that you're going to be getting the maximum sentence. You're not going to get any leniency. You're not going to get any sympathy. You're not going to be shown any mercy. Why? Because you can't control this thing. That's why people have legal representation. They have lawyers or whatever, because they can't control their mouth and they don't know what to say. They don't know the language of the law. So they have to hire somebody who knows the language of the law and they can make things happen for them. Not saying that all lawyers are good, because they're not. But they're going to be better than you because they know the language of the law and you don't. So you're thinking in terms of what's right and what's wrong, and they're thinking in terms of what's legal and what's illegal. There's a big difference. Being legal or illegal has nothing to do with right or wrong. It don't. So we got to watch out for these kind of things, man. You know, when it comes to authority figures, you don't mouth off at them. Yeah, we don't like authority. I hate authority. I don't like anybody having dominion or authority over me, but sometimes that's just what happens. And if you need a break from somebody who is an authority figure over you, then you're going to have to make sure that you check your ego at the door. Check your pride at the door. Check your language at the door. Check your tone of voice at the door. Check the thing. Check your selection of words that you're going to use at the door. Check all of that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, only a fool feels bad for not playing themselves, and that's how we feel when we decide not to say something that we know was going to make our situation worse, but we feel like a punk for not doing it anyway. That's a fool. It's foolish thinking, and we ain't got to do that, man. You'll have more love and respect from people. You'll get more favors done for you. You make things easier on you. You'll make your life more seamless, and we want to do that. It don't make you no punk. A punk is somebody that backs down from somebody who probably couldn't beat them. Now, when you start talking about being able to beat somebody, you're covering a lot of ground, because everything ain't a fist fight. Everything ain't a knife fight. Everything ain't a gun fight. Everything ain't a gang war. Everything ain't an army fight or a military battle. Some things are just mental. And sometimes you got to take one for the team so that the team can prosper later on. You don't have to win toe-to-toe every day. And you don't have to fight every day. Fighting every day that ain't no fun, man. We can do better than that. And I know you can do better than that. I can do better than that. We can teach each other. We can learn from each other. And that's what it's all about. But neither one of us can't do that if we don't learn to shut the fuck up. Chill, homie. Shut up. Yo, shut up. Shut the fuck. Have you ever had to tell a friend that? Like, yo, just shut the fuck up right now. Yo, chill, man. Because he was about to really make things worse. You know what I mean? You talking on the phone to somebody in an important call, and they can hear your people in the background or whatever, and your people in the background are cheering you on. You know what I'm saying? Like you just received an award at a graduation, but they may be making things worse for you. They don't know what they're doing, or they might be telling you to do something to the person that's on the phone with you, and it can ruin things. That's like calling out sick, and your man is in the background like, yeah. Make sure your boss know. Make sure your boss know your nose is running. But we gonna be running the streets later. You know, just making it bad for you, like joking around and all that. Time to shut the fuck up, homie. Shut up. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, if you don't want to be the one on the receiving end of being in a breakup, ain't nothing worse than breaking up with somebody that you really wanted to stay with, just because you popped off at the mouth, said something really insensitive, and had too much pride to apologize. You really should have shut the fuck up from the beginning, but you didn't, and you didn't even go back and fix it. When you tried to fix it, he made it even worse because you really didn't want to take any accountability. It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, same thing as getting fired from a job. Yeah, you got it all off the chest. You said everything you wanted to say. But now you in unemployment, you trying to collect unemployment and your job is stopping you from collecting unemployment because they had a file built on you for a minute and you fell right into the trap. That shit ain't cool. You know it ain't cool. We can do better than that too. So let's do better than that. Let's make a conscious effort. You know, keep our mouth shut when it's necessary. The Mind Right and Body Better Fitness program is tomorrow, June 4th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the McVeigh Recreation Center, 400 East Ontario Street in Philadelphia. Come through, right there on the corner. The Recreation Center is a big park out there and everything, right there on the corner of Ontario Street and D Street. D Street as in ABCD Street. So come through, man. Get your workout on. It's never too late to start getting yourself in shape and starting to feel better about yourself and getting right. And that's what we all about. That's what this movement is all about. So I will holler at y'all later. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, the Daily Go Get 'Em in the show. The hood is our health, baby. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I get with y'all later. Yeah.